do you see the whole completed album at the very beginning? Do you know where you want to go with it, or do you start and let the process take you the wherever it takes you?
Well, I certainly don't see the whole thing. I
Mm,
do have a skeleton, like a skeleton of where I'd like for it to kind of go. I knew I wanted to make a visual album. I didn't know whether I would be able to make a visual album. I knew that I could make a musical presentation that would elicit visuals, so I knew I could do that. So I knew I wanted to do that. Um, as far as the skeleton of it, I just simply went on the path and I'm adding things even today, like last night. So for instance, my album itself has its main pieces. In the main pieces, I'm putting interludes that kind of bridge a story or bridge kind of just a humanity in it. Like most jazz albums are just the tunes and they're phenomenal pieces of music, but not often do they tell a story from the beginning to the end, which will allow the listener to go, I remember that part in the beginning. Now it's returning here at the end. And but that's kind of the art of creating an album. And it used to be more of a thing back in the day, like Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. These are like stories. They're not just they're experiences,
mhm,
you know. And I'm still doing that. I came up with a bit of a short poem to be put in front of a piece, which is the last piece. And the name of that short poem is, I don't know yet, but the name of the piece that ends at the end is Janie's Wind Chime, which is a piece that I wrote last year flying to Blaine. I wrote it on the plane.
mhm,
So it's and I fleshed it out. Obviously, it took me a little while to get it going. But yeah, so I don't I just know things that I like
mhm,
and I want to put in, and I kind of just go along and I accept as those things are revealed to me, and I just place them in.
mhm,
So musically or otherwise, sometimes I'm in a mixing session and the piece is going one way, and I'm like, let's edit this, and put a snap, and I'm moving things around constantly. But yeah, I only have a skeleton and I let the experience of creation kind of guide me.
mhm.
So,
And I love the what you say about the story of it. And I hadn't really thought about how music has changed from that perspective.
oh,
My husband and I, one of our favorite singers, going back to the 80s, was Anita Baker. And
oh yeah.
her album, it really, the experience was the story. I felt, you're kind of riding the experience with
I,
the performer. Hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean, Anita's phenomenal, and
yeah.
you want to hear her sing more, and she's so elegant and she's so smooth with her delivery, and she could sing.
Yeah.
Boy, can she sing! Her tone is buttery soft. Is
Mhm.
There's a lot to love about Anita Baker. Shouts out to Anita. She's doing her
Yeah.
thing. Shouts out to
Yeah.
Anita. She's inspired me a lot too. But yeah, things have changed. People don't, they write singles now. See, the thing is
Mhm.
because singles are what sell. And I get it. You have to have that in mind as well as you're writing. Is this something that's going to be able to, um, but
Mhm.
it's nice to create a body of work that speaks from the beginning to the end,
Mhm.
if you can do it. Some of our great performers these days have done it. Like Kendrick
Mhm.
Lamar is great with that. He's
Mhm.
the one who inspired me to move also in this direction.
Mhm.
His recent album, GNX, is a story. The album before that, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, it's a story.
Mhm.
To Pimp a Butterfly, these are all stories. He's not making just singles and just throwing them all on an album. He's developing a story so that you can get something a little deeper, because music is too it's fleeting. Once you hear it, it's gone. It's like
Mhm.
like a summer love affair or something.
Mhm.
It's so intense when you got it, but when it's gone, it's gone.
What other instruments do you play, Majid?
Oh, I play the piano back here. Got the piano. I play viola. I play on the album. I play the viola. I play the viola. I play cello. I play the upright bass. I play the electric bass.
Mhm.
I play the drums. I play the congas. I play the bongo, and I sing.
Is there an instrument you would like to learn?
Right now I'm in the process of learning the ukulele.
What?
Yeah, the ukulele.
Why?
Well, I have to teach it to some kids. So I'm learning how to play the ukulele. Shouts out to the ukulele. But they're learning the ukulele from me. So, and the ukulele is an unbelievable instrument for songwriting. So that's why I really want to devote some time to learning it and getting it so that it influences my life. So,
Well, why do you think music is so important to society?
well, I think that music is important to society because it helps humanize. It helps to humanize. And I think that we're in a patch historically in America where we're dehumanizing each other,
Mhm.
and we're allowing our social media places and spaces to greater dehumanize us. We think that it's humanization when you see a guy on a Twitch stream doing all kinds of stuff all throughout his house and the camera's always following him. But that's just an extension of the minstrel show. It just makes the minstrel show 24 hours a day. And then that's dehumanization. I think that music allows people to be themselves. It allows them to be vulnerable. It allows them to be angry. It allows them to be happy. And in a sense, like you were when you were very, very young, when there was nothing to gain from it but your own happiness. I think music allows that. It's a conduit for your greater humanity. I think that's what music is, and this is important because it really helps us to speak more truly and more honestly. Um, and so there's more need for music, more and more and more, uh, in honest music, not AI music.
Well, that was going to be my next question. What are your thoughts on AI and the musical landscape that's emerging with AI?
Well, I think AI is funny because it is just an extension of what we've been doing. We've been dehumanizing ourselves. We've been debasing our ability to be or to engage with the human experience in an honest way. The younger generation is less and less able to be social, but they're like super active on social media,
Mhm.
you know? Um, because I believe social media is a part of humanity now, so much so that people find love online, people find happiness online, and they're no longer finding happiness in the tangible world. And I think that especially live music brings you back to say, hey, you know what? That recording, although I make recorded music, is wonderful. That recording was killing, but that live performance, what he did, oh my God, I can't get that from a recording. No matter how many videos I watch, I gotta go see what he's going to say or what she's got to say or what they've got to say on this topic. I gotta feel that electricity because in a live setting, we're talking primally now. We're not talking about, and this goes back to, do you feel nervous? No, we're talking electricity now. What kind of wavelengths are you receiving from me? What is that? how does that feel? And
Mhm.
that's what it means to be alive. I think music can help for the greater humanity of life. So I hope that answers it.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Um, Jazz music has a lot of improvisation.
Yeah,
What is it like to practice, and how is it different from the performance? I don't know if I'm framing the question correctly or not, but
sure.
how do you practice improvisation?
Well, improvisation is, frankly, it's just an ability to spontaneously reorganize things that you already know. We've been improvising this whole time in this conversation. You give me some information, I respond to the information based off of things that I know to be true and things that I already know. So, improvisation is the foundation of all of this. Like, for instance, my son is back. He's improvising. Look, hey, what's up, little guy? Yeah, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Now you got to go to mom. Yeah. So, see, we're improvising now, but jazz is the same way. You practice your scales. These are like the elements. You practice your phrases. You don't know how you're going to arrange your phrases or whether they'll come out in the way that you've practiced them, because usually they don't. But you have enough information from practicing so that if it goes this way, you can now fill in that journey. And if it goes down, you can fill in that journey. So,
How do you define success as a musician?
sorry about this.
It's okay.
This is life and we're improvising.
She's so cute.
He wants to hang. He wants to be on the camera. He's like, "What's Dad doing?" So they're almost finished. So it's hilarious.
How do you define success as a musician?
Well, success as a musician is if you got a goal and you've achieved that goal to your liking, to your satisfaction, you're successful. So some have a problem accepting success because musicians are constantly refining and making things better. Um, which makes success, of course, a multi-tiered
Mm.
journey. But I think that if you've got a goal and you set out on that goal and you achieve that goal, you're essentially successful. It's success is something that needs to be recognized as a multi-tier endeavor. If it's only one large goal, failure is inevitable. You're going to stop following the path if you can't recognize the small successes. And I found I find successes in music every day. I'll listen to something, I'll be inspired by something, I'll do something, it's just you have to be able to see the small goal because the small goal will eventually turn into the larger goal. But the larger goal, um, it won't always come. It will never come before the small goal,
Mhm.
rather. So yeah, that's how I see success in music. Is achieving a set out goal and
Mhm.
having the reward, having it fulfill your life.
Is there anything you wish you had spent more or less time on in your musical journey as you were growing up?
That's a tough one. I don't think so. I think that I think that my journey is my journey, and it wouldn't be my journey if it was any different. So, for instance, I learned how to read music really late. Like I learned how to start reading music when I was like 13 or 14, which by the time people are 13 or 14, they're already playing all types of stuff. But I learned a lot of that stuff by ear. I was in ensembles where I shouldn't have been in ensembles because I was able to just memorize the music by ear. I knew where the timpani was coming in. I memorized because that was my musical journey. And it's funny because later on, when I start to do things that are classical in nature, I realize that there is a limitation because my reading overall won't be as good as a person who learned by reading first. But my hearing is way better, like almost to the point where classical musician that primarily reads music, they can't move around in the music. If it doesn't say it, they can't do it. Mm-hmm. Whereas music for me is fluid. It's like water, like Bruce Lee said. Music is like water. It's just fluid. It is going here, it's going there, it's going wherever you want it to go. And so my flexibility, when I came to jazz music, I realized that, oh, wow, this is what I'm supposed to be doing because my superpower is listening. And that allows me to react better. It allows me to create better. It allows me to, in the art form of jazz, listening is the superpower. You know, it really is. And so I'm glad that it happened that way. It was tough in this classical sense, but it translated to success in a large way in the things that I'm doing now. So like I said, had I not had the journey that I have had, then I probably would not be able to be the musician that I am. So I wouldn't want to change anything. No. Or practice it.
And then our closing question, what advice would you give young musicians who are just starting out?
Musicians that are starting out?
Uh-huh.
Listen to music. Listen to a bunch of music. Sing music. Play music. Don't worry about making mistakes. Worry about getting better, of course, but don't worry about mistakes because mistakes don't matter. They really don't. I promise you. We're going to be going, especially with the AI age coming up, we're going to be going to concerts to see people make mistakes. Yeah. Why? Because there's nothing more human than mistakes. And creative, by the way. There's nothing more creative that can be, this is another opportunity for creation. So
that's a wonderful, wonderful answer and a perfect way to close. Well, thank you, Majid, for studying with us today. We hope you, our audience, can join us for our next podcast episode, where we'll have another study session with discussions about different aspects of the world and reality.
Thank you so much for having me.